So the chiropractic work, I wasn't a stranger to chiropractic work, but it had been a long time since I'd actually been to a chiropractor. And one of the biggest things that was a shocker for me was the same issues I had back then were the same issues I had now. And Dr. Kambeitz worked with me to develop a plan to readjust my hips and get those back in line, and plus work with me to get the hunch out of my back. And one thing that was a real big shocker about chiropractic work I didn't realize is that is the central nervous system for your body, and if your nerves aren't firing right or they're pinched, forget it, things aren't going to work. And so that was a huge takeaway for me on this whole program, is that if your nervous system isn't aligned and isn't working properly, you're going to have issues, whether it's now or later down the road. The myotherapy, that was a huge thing for me. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of people touching me. So I'm like, massages are for girls, they're not for guys. I can stretch on my own, I'm a big man, and just kind of, humbled myself, put my ego down, said, okay, I'm going to give this a shot. And turned out that was the best thing for me, as the myotherapy works with the muscles so that the spine can stay aligned, and works with the muscles that you work in with the personal trainers so that you get them re-stretched, they're not tightening up, there's no long-lasting impacts, and so everything's loose, it's in an optimal health, and it was really good experience for me. And with that, I've taken a lot out of that myotherapy, and I've actually implemented a lot of that in my personal life, of trying to stretch 3 times a day, using a lacrosse ball to roll out sore muscles in certain areas, using a rope to stretch the hamstrings and the calves, and using the stick here that Dr. Kambeitz has at the office to really roll out the legs and work with other parts of the body. The personal training is fantastic because all 3 of them talk together, and it's not just one is kind of doing their own thing thinking that's the way I got to do it and this person's pulling me in a different direction. They're all talking together to make sure that they're all working on the same things so that it's a full circle kind of thing. And the personal training by no means is it easy. It will work your butt to the best that you can do. Now, it's not like going to some class at the gym where they're going to push you as hard as they know how to push themselves. They're going to push you as hard as you can get pushed. And they always listen to you. They always want to see how you're feeling, how you're doing. They're working with you with new stretches, new exercises that challenge you. You could be using the same weight but moving in a different way, and it's 10 times as hard. And with that, with the whole clinic, the blood work was fantastic. Really opened up a shocking thing to me, that my vitamin D levels are low, especially out here in Colorado with all the sun. So that wasn't a good thing, so we're correcting that. Along with that, the blood work, when I came in, I had hypertension, or a precursor to hypertension, and my BMI was out of whack. I was overweight to the obese category, and after the program's all said and done, I lost 25 pounds. My blood pressure, I think, was 120/80 or somewhere around there. The vitamin D levels are still low, but we're working on that going forward, because this isn't a stopping point. This is just the starting point. And with that, overall, it was an amazing experience, especially with the weight loss, seeing it happen in just 8 weeks, whereas most programs take 90 days plus. So that was absolutely fantastic, and it was basically changing your diet and working out hard and taking coaching on what you need to do and what you need to clean up. So his biggest success in the program was overall health. At the beginning of the year, I actually had a goal of optimal health throughout the year, and when Dr. Kambeitz came into our company to give us a talk about chiropractic work, it really opened up my eyes that, hey, he's got a program here that might be something I'm looking for. And as I dove into it about the chiropractic work, the massage, the physical therapy, or the personal training, and the nutrition going along together, I saw that as an optimal, or good chance for optimal health. My biggest takeaway from it is I like massages now. I was a guy who didn't like massages. I really like the myotherapy because it works the muscles and really allows you to go above and beyond where you were before. I mean, I've done nutrition for a long time, done a lot of fitness, worked with a lot of personal trainers, but really the myo with chiropractic work really allowed my body to go longer, go faster, and push my limits.